So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was the main event. It was the semifinals of the AEW Trios Tag Team Tournament. It was Pac, Ray Phoenix, and Penta Oscuro Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open United Empire in the six-man tag team match. And this match, it was a pretty damn good match. Like, this match was wild. It lasted a good minute. This match, everybody was going at it. At the ending, we see the Lucha Brothers, taking out Aussie Open, and then Pac was on the top turnbuckle, jumps off with a black arrow, but that's when Will puts his knees up, Pac landing on his knees. Will goes for the pin onto him. 1, 2, Pac barely kicked out at 2, but then Will Ospreay picks him up, trying to hit his finish move on to Pac, but Pac reverses it with a Hurricane Rana, pinning him. 1, 2, he barely kicked out at 2, and then Pac takes him out with a Tornado DDT after that. He climbs up the top turnbuckle, about to hit the black arrow onto him again, but then we see Fletcher pulling Will Ospreay out the ring, and then Pac decides to get on that ring post and jump off with a moonsault onto both of them, taking him out. And then he sees a guy wearing a box, like pretty much wearing a paper bag and stuff over his head or whatever. And then Pac is thinking it's Kip Sabian, so yeah, he walks up, pulls it off of his head, and no, it was not Kip Sabian, it was some guy. And then Kip Sabian comes up from behind Pac, beating him down, hitting a suplex onto him outside the ring, taking him out. And then that's when Aussie Open and Will Ospreay got into the ring, beating down the Lucha Brothers, taking out Penta, and then Aussie Open picks up Ray Phoenix onto their shoulders, and then we see Will Ospreay jumping off the second rope with a springboard cutter onto Ray Phoenix, and then pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, United Empire defeated Death Triangle tonight in the six-man tag team match. So that's what happened, and now United Empire will be taking on the Elite at All Out in the in the next match. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good match though. For that match, I'll give it 4.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, still pretty good match. But for tonight's Dynamite, I'll say that was match of the night. But tonight's Dynamite, it was kind of lackluster. I'm not even going to lie. The main event was amazing, but the world title match was a disappointment. It should have never taken place in the middle of the show anyways. It might as well should have taken it at the main event. Even though it was a shitty match, it should have taken place at the in the main event, because they probably lost viewers after that match, maybe. Who knows? And the match only lasted like 3 minutes, and it was just a big disappointment, that they straight up squashed CM Punk like that. But yeah, that's what happened there. Britt Baker versus Kylan King was alright, but nothing big there. Dax Harwood versus Jay Lethal, that was a pretty good match. But yeah, other than the six-man tag team match as the main event and Dax versus Jay, those are the only pretty good matches to watch from Dynamite. But yeah, tonight's Dynamite was pretty lackluster. I'll give tonight's Dynamite 7.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bagels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for this Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Until then.